Guys, in life there are blips, momentary things that skew the natural order of things. Is that what we're going through right now? Is it a course headed to disaster? Whose America are we living in? Trump's or the people who push back?
What?
Careful, it's gonna blow!
You can't park your car here, ma'am.
Are you blind?
Government. The English don't protest about England here. The Asians don't protest about China or Japan here, do they? But the Palestinians, they come here, they're bringing their shit here, and they're protesting about their fucking country. Here, we got a hard problem.
Parade that actually happened in Hollywood at a Home Depot.
Protect women's rights or low gas prices?
Honestly, I don't really fuck with girls.
Guys, you know what they say. If your argument doesn't work, just keep repeating it over and over again.
Among the many other vile things that Donald Trump has been called, including tyrant, liar, scam artist, he is also an aspiring dictator, supported and guided like a puppet by a cabal of tech billionaires, Christian nationalists, and xenophobes who all have his ear and understand government a lot better than he does.
Remember when that tech billionaire and Donald Trump had a falling out? You know, the one that everyone said was the real president? What did Trump do? Oh yeah, he stayed president and the other guy didn't. I still got love for Elon. He's a bit off and we love him for it. But they were saying he was the one in charge. When that fell apart, did the argument stop? Haha, no. They just kept going with it. They say Trump's a dictator and yet he strangely follows all the laws. They say Trump is setting unique precedences and yet he's doing things that presidents before him have done. The fact is, they just don't like losing, and Trump knows how to rub it in. So all you're seeing with all these people frantically panicking on TV trying to get you to feel the same way, it's just a bunch of sore losers. And you can learn a lot about a person's character when they're down. We've learned everything we need to know about theirs.
Of Elizabeth City was charged with 5 counts of second-degree sexual exploitation of a minor after a search of his home on Chalk Street. Warrants say police found several videos showing children between the ages of 11 and 14.
It's rough. Okay. You're gonna be special. You're gonna be special. You're gonna be special. Look at me. Look at me. It's okay. Hey, that's fine. I'm gonna get out. You're gonna look at me too.
Lily, take a motherfucking shot, bitch.
Guys, apparently doing anything whatsoever with Trump is enough to get you canceled by the left. So when Tim Cook does what's good for his company, and America, by the way, the left does this.
Burn every Apple product, sell every Apple share, remove everything Apple from your home. Apple is dead. Apple products are dead. Apple is over. Do not buy Apple. Do not share Apple. Do not support Apple. Apple is over.
First Tesla, now Apple. I can't wait to start watching videos of leftists breaking their iPhones, followed by the videos of them crying on camera about how they don't have phones anymore and how could Tim Cook do this to them. Remember when they all started damaging the Teslas? Those very cars that made them so morally superior to the rest of us. Here's the thing, Apple was known for, what was it? Oh yeah, sweatshops. They were known for the suicide nets outside of the factories in China because working there was so horrible, people were throwing themselves off the roofs in mass. Guess that wasn't enough to cancel him though, was it? When the President of the United States does something that's gonna be fantastic for Americans, and the left still protests, kinda says a lot. And it's not a one-time thing either, is it? Just working with Trump, that'll do it.
Straight people, I have a question. When did you realize that you weren't gay? Like what moment in time that you're just like, nah?
I did ask Joe Biden to be transparent about his health records in an interview in 2020. I did ask him about the fact that voters thought that he was not transparent at all. No.
He promised you that he would be transparent about his health records, and then he wasn't.
Oh, you in here sitting down, and I need all my money back, bro. I'm got it. Right there, open that right now, bro. You been playing with me, bro. Them twins are not mine. Open this. Come on. What is this? This is DNA test for the twins. You know the twins? You said that was mine? 12 years? I went to go get the DNA test, bro. Stop playing. Where's the money? I need my money. I don't even care. I need my money.
Twins is 12 years old.
I don't care.
If you want a DNA test, you should have got the DNA test when I laid on the table.
That don't mean nothing,
You was
bro.
there.
Nah, I want.
It don't matter.
I got this
It don't
DNA
matter.
test.
Guys, when you see someone tiptoeing on the edge of logic, sometimes it's our responsibility as fellow humans to help them across that line. But every now and then you'll see someone and you'll go, you're just too far.
I just got fired at Target for theft. You wanna know what I stole? Oh, you do? You do? Coffee. I was making myself a coffee every day, and they brought me into an office and said, we can have you continue to work here because you're stealing. Oh, what? I didn't fucking know. That was not even my fault. What the fuck? So yeah, really glad I finally got my first job in like over a year, and I lost it over fucking coffee. It was like $30 of coffee, by the way. $30. Target's gonna fire me over $30.
Call it a crazy whim, but I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, maybe they fired you over your lipstick. Never mind, I won't say it. I won't say it. You look very nice. Here's the thing, it's not about the $30 to a mega corporation. Turns out it's about the stealing. I once ran a job site when I was younger and we were doing carpet cleaning at a house. One of my guys pocketed a bunch of change he found on the floor. How much was it? I don't know, maybe $3.60. Gone. Once you break the trust, it's done. It was $30 today. What's it gonna be tomorrow? I know that might not make sense to someone who wears lipstick like that, but look, this is common sense to the majority of American, and the world for that matter. Who wants to take a guess which way this girl votes?
Do you drink water during the day? No water at all? Okay. All right. And then what are you drinking during the day?
Sodas.
This motherfucker right here want to steal money from this girl right here. You got 5 seconds to give her fucking money back, boy.
Outside our door, we have a trans flag. Outside of our door in the office, congressional office building, we have the trans flag, as do some of our other colleagues. But that view is not necessarily shared by people on the other side of the aisle.
Guys, every now and then a Democrat will get right up to almost understanding the point, and then it falls apart, of course.
We've seen the chaos and cruelty of immigration raids in this city. We have seen how they have impacted families. I am frankly worried about those families and if they're still hanging together, especially economically. To survive in our city economically, you need 2, 3, and 4 wage earners to keep housing, to keep food on the table. When that is taken away from you, that just doesn't destabilize a family. That destabilizes a neighborhood, it destabilizes business. It destabilizes a community, but we are not going to allow this administration to destabilize our great city.
Yeah, you were almost there, Karen. Hypothetical situation. Maybe it's a problem that someone needs 3 or 4 income earners to survive in LA. Maybe it shouldn't be like that. Maybe your Democrat policies have ran that city into the ground and you're just exposing yourself. Hey, what do I know? You know, I'm over here in Detroit, where we run things. Oh yeah. Furthermore, if your city is falling apart because people who are there illegally are being removed, what else does that say about your leadership? I'd say every time this woman makes a press conference, she's exposing more and more of what's wrong with her. So with that being the case, Karen, keep them coming.
I don't care if you're only a minute. You have some serious problems. No, I don't have a problem. I have a child that's... Why? Because
You understand what it's like to do this every day?
You choose that.
Less than minimum wage.
That's your choice.
That he did the right thing in calling for a new head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, because this shows that over the last 2 years of the Biden administration, the BLS overestimated job creation by 1.5 million jobs. Mr. President, that's a gigantic error. And I don't know if she's... I'm not.
It might not have been an error. That's the bad part. If it was an error, it would be one thing. I don't think it's an error. I think they did it purposely.
Also breaking this afternoon, Governor Lee has authorized the Tennessee National Guard to help with ICE operations in this state.
Guys, this laundry detergent thing, it's becoming a trend. If you haven't seen it, this is what people are now doing.
Oh, Mom. Can't do that.
Shut up, Tiffany. Shut up.
You can get in trouble.
I don't care. Your daddy didn't give us the money this month. So I got to do what I got to do. We got to make it through mid-month. So just shut up and let me take care of this.
Oh, I'm about to tell.
I don't care. Say it. Shut up.
Apparently, if there's any room in the top of the bottle, some people are feeling like they're getting scammed. Here's the deal, it doesn't matter how much room is in the bottle. What matters is how much detergent they sell you. Soon, people are gonna be opening up bags of potato chips because they think there's too much air in the bag. The container itself doesn't matter, y'all. And second of all, I do have an issue with the fact that she was combining scents. I don't know what those scents were, but they look like they might contrast each other. You're gonna have clothes smelling bipolar. When it's all said and done, we live in a society society, and it functions off of a basic level of trust. And this is a violation of it. What you're doing is not stealing from a corporation, you're stealing from the person who might not know any better and buys that bottle. Now I gotta fucking weigh my bottles before I leave the store? Come on, man. This is why things are behind glass cases at CVS. Stupid shit like this is gonna ruin the laundry detergent purchasing experience across America. Who would have thought that's even a thing?
Today we're here to sign the strongest law in America that will protect reproductive health care, gender-affirming care, and those who provide it.
Y'all mean to tell me I can't buy no snacks off my EBT card? I'm trying to get all my good snacks and shit. See this? All that. Going straight to the buggy with me. For me to get to the register, they couldn't find out I can't buy no more snacks on my EBT card.
You're fucking drunk as shit with your little fucking can of beer passed out in the middle of the intersection. You got all the traffic behind you. You're drunk as fuck. Yeah, I'll make my film. How about you get the fuck out of the car for 2 seconds?
We were off-roading and this family flipped their side by side.
Guys, I don't like this.
Word became flesh and lived among us, and my body, your body, their bodies are home for the living God. Yes? Full of grace, full of truth. That is why I take my 11-year-old boy to drag shows in the summer with my friend and fellow church leader Kate and her 11-year-old boy. I want him to know that there is no wrong way to have a body, especially if you're a man, that bodies can be celebrated and played with. I want him to know that all bodies can shapeshift and be adorned with makeup and glitter, all bodies. I want him to know that there is no wrong way to live in his body as long as his body is not hurting other bodies, amen? I especially want him to know this if he turns out to be a heterosexual, able-bodied, and cisgendered man. I want to raise a boy who knows that he doesn't get to tell other people how to live in a body.
Well, that escalated quickly. See, for me, I don't care what your political belief is. I don't like mixing it with religion. I'd be almost as equally offended as if someone was up there preaching MAGA with the gospel. We can all have our opinions, but church is for God. When she got to the heterosexual part, I was like, oh wow, this is gonna be a change of pace. She's gonna say something nice about straight men. And then she was like, if he is straight, I'm gonna teach him not to be a piece of shit. See, these people always let us know what's really going on in their heads. I'm sorry, but this video's dark. It's fucked up, but I'll leave that between her and God.